freedom of speech. Point number 3 is, I am sorry, the Americans are so stuck up, it feels painful. It just feels painful to watch. I think the Americans haven't really noticed that the rest of the world moved on, right? And I think they're still hankering after pretending to be just as posh as the, the British Queen, not realizing that the Queen herself is married to a sailor and she will get an earful every single day of this stuff. I don't think the Queen's gonna faint hearing fuck anytime soon, right? So this is all fake, people. And certainly in Oxford, in London, at CERN, saying the F word, saying the C word happened all the time. It doesn't mean you can't work at CERN and be a highly regarded, scientist, because I've heard highly regarded scientists swear. By the way, I also heard highly regarded scientists swear who are particle physicists who appear on TV. You can, maybe have an educated guess who that might be. I heard them say all that. I'm not going to think, oh, you're not going to be, I'm not going to look at you the same way. No, they were all brilliant physicists. So this is all a fraud, people. And I'm sorry. I've been to these places. I've got the T-shirts. I was a fellow at Oxford. I worked as a physicist at CERN. A woman who's teaching creative writing in Boston is not going to tell me what I can or cannot do being a fellow at Oxford or being a physicist at CERN or a physicist at Daisy. So let's forget about this. I'm telling you, you hear it from the horse's mouth. You can go to Oxford and you can swear as much as you like. People will judge you by your academic content, not by the number of letters in your words when you get angry over something over lunch, So that's another thing. It's all fake, okay? And then finally, right? So it's the American versus British thing as well, right? It's a fake. This whole thing of not swearing is fake. If you've ever been to including high society, you will realize it's fake, right? It's just put on for show, for TV, okay? And then the other thing is, I insist on swearing. Oh, sorry. So the other thing is, yes, American versus British. The British don't have a problem. The Americans do. And yet the Americans have guns everywhere. This is what really gets us Continentals. You're a bunch of gun-toting, murdering psychopaths with a super fucked in the head military, killing everybody around the world. But, oh, don't say fuck, because then you guys faint. I mean, how does this add up? Isn't it a sign of your mental illness that you guys are like that? Okay. Now, this is another